everybody, welcome back. It is Tuesday, April 30, and we are back with your crypto market update.
Okay, so here we are on the Bitcoin chart, and we're on the 4-hour time frame this time because I wanted to zoom in just a little bit to the subwaves here of this wave 2 to see if we can get any more indication on where this is going to land or what's going on, basically. And from the top here, this is all of our wave 2 right here. And you can see up until our candle that formed last night, it really wasn't forming any type of wave structure. It wasn't impulsive and it wasn't necessarily corrective either. But now this candle is starting to get really impulsive and it's starting to drop. And we've lost that support at this major 236 here at 62,000. So yesterday we had went in, and I don't think we spent too much time on it, but we did put in this 1 fib here at 607. For right now, this is what I'm going to be targeting for the end of this wave 2. And if you remember from yesterday, that lands right at Casi's 854 fib. And again, as long as we are above this level here at 597, this is still going to be valid for wave 2, because wave 2 can come all the way down even to a double bottom and still be considered that wave 2 before a major impulsive move that will break us above this level here. So this might be the drop that we need to get that liquidity and get that volume to really push us back up to new highs. So let's just have Casi go into here and get a closer look at this subwave 2 and give you a closer look at what's going on.
Okay, here's Bitcoin 1 hour. You can see, just as Tara mentioned, we lost that golden pocket support, the golden retrace. So we are now headed towards deeper retrace levels on Bitcoin, but this is still okay. Like Tara mentioned, the 1 of 1 for the subwaves is landing on my chart at 60,800 and hers was 60,700. So it's really close. And you can see our larger retrace level there at the 854, like she was talking about. And from the bounce there, you can see we actually didn't get that strong top that we were looking for. You can see the RSI was still really high on our last high. So we aren't getting really any clear indications of where this is headed. It's just basically my point, except for headed down to the support now. So as Tara mentioned, we don't want to make a new low because that will invalidate a new trend, at least from this point on Bitcoin. And we would start to look at 55,000 on Bitcoin for our next support. So we're hoping that it doesn't do that. What I actually want to do is get zoomed in for a little bit, because this is what you guys should be doing to track the bottom of this. And really what you can see as you zoom in is that we are getting exhausted as we're dropping. So we're not dropping with extreme strength. You can see that even with these last lows, the RSI is really starting to slow down. So I wanted to show that, and it's looking like it's really headed towards the deeper retrace levels, and that could be our final pivot, like Tara's saying. So in the next few hours, let's look for the support as it reaches these levels, and then let's look on the RSI to see if the strength continues to be lower, or if we start to head up and form any type of bullish trend there. So that's what I'm going to be looking for in the next few hours. Like I said, I'm zoomed in on the 15-minute to be able to really see this last wave down. So that's what we're looking at on Bitcoin on the 1 hour.
But this drop is still very impulsive and definitely out of character for where the subwaves are currently in this wave 2. We do know wave C, or the end of a wave 2, does get impulsive, but the fact that we pushed up above those previous levels and then dropped even lower again, this last impulsiveness of this wave 2 is definitely out of character. But we should still stick to fib levels, when the waves are unclear. So
and I can definitely see that this was some type of subwave 3. That's obvious. And that this is going to be some type of subwave 4, and then the last ending wave, probably.
Yeah.
Like just looking at the wave structure that's formed from the top, right?
Yeah.
So it does look like we should be slowing down, but we really need to keep an eye on the RSI, and that obviously turns around at these supports. So
yeah. Okay, perfect. Let's get over to Ethereum then. Okay, so here we are on Ethereum, and again, we're zoomed in a little bit to that 4-hour time frame this time, just so we can get a closer look at some of the subwaves that have formed. And Ethereum was holding really nicely above this major 382 fib here at 3115. But with this recent development on Bitcoin, it's now broke down below that major support. So this is not necessarily looking good for Ethereum, because it really needed to hold that to stay on this new trend. But I just want to show you guys how impulsive of a drop this is here, and take a look at this RSI, because the RSI is not showing any type of a bullish divergence yet. this is showing a very bearish trend coming down here. So it's looking like this with this last candle here, it hasn't reached a bottom. And so let's just have Cassie go in here, zoom in, and show you what we can expect on this drop coming down.
Okay.
Did you like that send off?
Here we are on Ethereum 1 hour. Nice support off that 236 retrace at 3,025 right now. But as Tara mentioned, the RSI is still looking bearish on Ethereum because it couldn't break into our invalidation area, which was up in that 3,400 area. We still have that fifth wave that's valid at 2,800 right now. So like Tara mentioned, that 618 extension needed to come up to our new high that it made. And you can see that it lands at a really significant area, which is at that 2,800 area, essentially double bottom on some exchanges. Mm-hmm. So that's still valid. And with the strength of this, it may be our target. So I'm not really going to count it out, but we really don't have much to go on with Ethereum. And especially with how long it's been ranging, we don't have any subwaves on Ethereum. So there's not much to go off of. What I am going to go off of are these significant support levels coming down and the RSI. So you could even get zoomed into the 15-minute and really be watching that high at that 4. This is what I'm going to be watching. So from this high here, we're going to be looking for a divergence. And you can see we are still really strong with bearish strength, and it looks like another low could be underway.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
So this 236 is a retrace up, it looks like.
Yeah.
So what is that?
So these were
from?
the 3. So we were measuring out the 4, and these are them.
Okay.
So it came to a 618 retrace for 4, and then now it's just hit that 236 retrace of the wave 3. So yeah, let's get over to XRP.
Alrighty. Okay, so here we are on XRP on the 4-hour time frame. And XRP is sitting exactly at that 0.5 support level here at 497. This is where we were yesterday, and it's come back up, resisted at that 382, and now it's right back down to that 0.5 fib. So XRP is looking a lot more bullish than Bitcoin and Ethereum, because take a look at the RSI. At this point, yeah.
30, because 30 minutes on the 4-hour candle. If it could close here, it will be a bullish depth.
Yep. So if it closes here in 30 minutes and holds this 0.5 level, that's going to form a bullish divergence on this RSI. And so these are very critical levels that we need to hold on XRP, is this 497 here and even this 486. And so hopefully throughout the rest of the day, we can find support here and start to come back up. And so that's what we're really looking out for. So let's just have Cassie zoom in here to give you a closer look at what's going on.
Okay, so here we are on the XRP 1 hour. You can see we are breaking that support level that I had outlined earlier. We aren't getting very many clear waves to go off of, but our next support, like Tara mentioned, would be at that 48.5, that 48 cents. So I'm looking for there, but you can see with this last low on the RSI, we are still trying to hold a slight bullish divergence like Tara was talking about. So this is what I'm going to be tracking in the next few hours, is I'm going to be looking for, as this starts to come down, are we still holding bullish momentum, which means like my trend line is pointed up instead of down as I track the low on this. So you can see right now we're still pointed up and it's not making a new low past our last low. So as of right now, this is still trying to hold that bullish momentum like Tara was talking about. So that's what I'm going to be looking for as we close. But like we said, we need to keep and pay attention for that next large support that could be coming up. So none of these have been adjusted. So you should all have these exact same levels on your chart. So let's just watch the RSI as it continues to drop or hold, and that it maintains that bullish trend right now, since there's really nothing else to go off of.